the information you need over at NASL.tv. Jumping into game.
Poor Canadians have been waiting more than a year for another tournament, but we're going to bring it to them.
That's right. Bringing them all the StarCraft. I can't wait, man. Canada is so much fun and so awesome, and the people there are so great and so friendly.
Yes, it's really true. I had the friendliest cap drive there of all time.
I want to go curling.
I don't think we can curl this time of the year.
Well, it'll be curling season when we get there.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we're getting in the latest stages of the year.
It's always curling season in Canada.
This year flies by, man. I felt yesterday was May, and now we're like in the end of September. It's just like, what actually happened in the last 3 months? I want them back. Anyway, guys, Arthur is going to be our Protoss player spawning on the left top side of Whirlwind. And we can see him dropping the gate. He's going to go up against one of the most successful WCS players of this year, a man who's almost guaranteed to making it to BlizzCon, or maybe he already is. It is Aegis aLive. And aLive perhaps a little bit on the ropes here. You know, Ben, I haven't really seen much of Arthur in PvT for a long time. He did defeat Dragon 2-0 in his qualifiers, but that's about it. aLive on the other end, he played that fantastic series against First, where I even felt he should have kind of won the series. He was so far ahead on Derelict, but then unfortunately for him, it even made #1 of the top 5 WCS videos, so everyone can see it over and over and over again. He ate a couple of storms and lost a ton of SUVs at home. I don't feel that TVP is aLive's specialty. He looked pretty weak in the series against Jim. Then again, that might just be Jim doing that to his opponent. You know, Jim kind of makes people look weak. I feel that aLive, you know, excels a lot more in TVZ if he has a good read on his opponent, and especially his TVT can be extremely solid. But you know, today it was a little shaky. But I think that TVP is his least favorite matchup, so I'm a little bit worried for our successful EG player. And you know, Ben, what is this? Oh, never mind.
It's a Cybercore.
Yeah, I thought there was only one pilot in the main. I was like, Arthur, are you going to pull a mana on us?
Not going to happen. Not this time. We do have Command Center first out of aLive, though, so very eco-focused here from our Terran player. As again, I think we've come to expect from aLive. Kev, I know that TVP is a matchup that, I don't know, sometimes you love it, sometimes you hate it. Where are you with your feelings on Protoss versus Terran these days?
I always love watching it, that's for sure. I personally find this the coolest matchup to watch. I know a lot of people prefer TVC. I think this matchup is very fun. I really enjoy the internal dance between Ghosts and High Templars, and you know, every now and then Terran players just impress me more and more by like, oh my god, if they do it like this, then there's almost nothing you can do again. And then there are Protoss players who set their High Templars up in certain ways, and I just feel like, man, it must suck to be a Terran right now. So I really enjoy watching it. I think, you know, on the absolute highest level, a lot of Terrans are complaining, saying that Protoss is a little too easy. The Mothership Core keeps them a little too safe. And if it gets to the point where there are Archons, a lot of Gates, Colossus and High Templars, it gets a close to impossible matchup. Then again, we see a lot more Terrans winning big tournaments than we see Protoss players winning big tournaments. So, I don't know, Ben.
That's a fair thing to say. I feel like when you start looking at the top 4s of tournaments, you know, your winners are mostly Terran these days. And they're usually joined by a lot of Zerg players, it seems, whereas the Protoss guys haven't been getting those same results. Look at these extra gateways going down.
That's 4 gates. That's something he's definitely going to commit to. Only has 2 probes on each of these assimilators as well. There's just a single bunker right now for aLive. aLive doesn't really have anything out on the map either, other than this single SUV. This single SUV, you know, he might be destined for great things. There's a 3rd command center on the way as well, so it's already, to me, very safe to say that Arthur's going to have to do a lot of damage with his.
Oh man,
yeah, has to be careful.
He signed up to build.
Oh my god, so far this bunkers. Is perfect though for Arthur. If this is all the SUV sees, if I was the Terran right now, I'd be like, oh, this is very normal. I saw a couple of probes being transferred, and there are 2 sentries on the main, you know. Oh my god, he throws down the scan. Oh, he sees 1 gate though, and in my, I would be, you know, what is this gate doing over here?
Yeah,
that's a weird
too
gate.
Sneaky. That is too sneaky, and immediately 2 more bunkers start. That's a great read from aLive, realizing exactly what's up. That probe at the front probably helps to sell it. And meanwhile, Mothership Core is going to do a little bit of harassment in the back. This is very annoying.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter at all. aLive's going to be so far economically ahead if he's able to just survive from this point on. Arthur is not even building any probes right now. Arthur is going to heavily commit to this. Now he is building a probe. He's going to go up to 3 bunkers. He's building 1 probe at a time, so I still feel that he's definitely committing to this. More bunker, more pylons, I mean, going up as well. Kind of sloppy to be supply blocked in this phase of the game, because I don't think all of his gateways were on cooldown.
Stalker warp in is the choice, not Zealots or Sentries.
I'm not digging it, Ben. if I was Arthur.
Feels like a tough sell. SCVs aren't in position just yet.
It's all going to come down to the force fields. He's going to need really, really good force fields.
SCVs?
He doesn't have too many zealots either. I really feel you need a couple of zealots. Okay, those force fields, I kind of like him. He's going to zone out a lot of these Marines.
SCV pool was really late. Now the Stalkers could theoretically walk right around that. One more force field is going to go down. The last bunker is going to fall. A new bunker is finishing up. Where's the reinforcements, Arthur? You really need a few more units. This has gone pretty well. But if you don't reinforce, I don't know how the hell you're going to sustain this aggression.
He wiped in a couple of units. They were just not there yet. You know, right now it's 15 against 22 army supply. Okay, there are enough units in position. There are also enough Marauders right now. Marauders, of course, extremely juicy against the Stalkers. I love how aLive was focused firing only the Stalkers with his Marauders and letting Marines and other units deal with those Zealots. You know, it's going to be a little tricky, but there are not that many force fields left anymore. There's maybe a single Guardian shield and then a couple of force fields. He might be able to kill this bunker, but he won't be able to kill aLive over here.
No, good force field is going to go down that bunker.
I don't like those force fields.
Actually, the Zealot's not able to attack it at all. It's just a full donut. Now, eventually, the bunker does fall, but the Stalkers are all being focused down by the Marauders. They're all new bunkers to retreat into, and at this point, I believe aLive has successfully defended. Arthur's going to continue to try and harass.
No, it has to be really careful. Steam is going to be ready. That's really weird. He's going to get a high ground pylon over here. It's far away from the bunker, so maybe he's going to do something with it. But there are so many Marauders, and if Steam is ready, this is going to clean this up in no time. Arthur is still building probes. He's 7 workers ahead right now, and this would not be a good position to play from because he has no follow-up tech. But that's better than busting your head into something, you know, that you can break. Running into a wall, no matter how many times you do it, man. Unless you're Iron Man.
He's managing. He's managing to kill a lot of SCVs. The grand total, 24 workers killed by Arthur. So I think it's safe to say that he got his money's worth from the fight, but it's still 3 CC, Kev.
He lost 1,100 resources more. And you know, my biggest problem, as I mentioned before, he has no follow-up tech. He's dropping the Forge right now. Maybe with a Twilight Cast he can get charged out, then he at least gets an army that can sort of deal with this stimmed bio army that he's going to have to deal with soon. He's going to lose a few more pylons around the map. I would have liked it a lot more if he didn't lose his final units and didn't lose his pylon. Now we do see the Twilight going down, which I think is a smart decision. aLive
immediately dropped the factory. We're going to see him dropping a starport right behind it.
Oh, he didn't have the factory yet? I thought it was done already.
So medevacs are going to be a little while. Yeah. Actually, he goes to Tech Lab? Okay, never mind. That's for more Marauders.
You know, that's not too bad, actually. You know, because normally at the 11-minute something mark, you can already get medevacs out easily in this matchup. Good thing for aLive is that he, of course, did have 3 command centers, so despite being down 17 workers at a point, it's just 12 right now. He's still producing 3 at a time. Also, Arthur has absolutely no idea about medevac timing. And Ben, I can guarantee you, as a Protoss player, that's very, very hard to play from. It's just like, should I be ready now already? Do I have 20 more seconds to be greedy, or when should I get ready? The biggest problem for him as well is that he doesn't have a robotics facility, which I still agree with, by the way, because I think getting charged is a better option than going for a robo first and then something else. But, you know, the robo helps out a ton in dealing with drops. Right now he has absolutely 0 observers. It's a nightmare to play from.
aLive still hasn't floated his 3rd command center down to a new expansion. He wanted to make sure he reestablished his worker saturation before doing so. Look at all the barracks he's put up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to be all. 7 racks. So many racks. Lots of production here for aLive as he gets ready to jump up to 3 base.
That's his second probe that tries to kill this 3 HP Marine. That's really funny. Because the Marine is like 1 buzz would kill him.
Third kill, man. The Marine's got 3 kills.
Look, it's good. This is going to be epic.
Final fight, Micro! Oh. That probe just killed the most battle-hardened Marine ever.
I heard a probe just killed our friend. Fighting gets cancelled. This is a scary sight right now if you are Arthur. Chart's almost ready. Storm being researched. He does have a mothership, of course, so you know, in my opinion, he should be safe for quite a while. This Zealot is going to spot this 3rd command center, which is nice.
Cannon's going up around the outside of Arthur's base. I like that a lot. It's going to give him that extra added bit of security. High Templar also out to feedback medevacs. And Storm not that far off, about 50 seconds.
Taking a look at the army supply right now, 62 against 62. You know, Ben, these are scenarios where, oh, actually we see Ghosts already in production. Very well done by aLive. Didn't even see the Ghost economy going down. So aLive having a good read that from this position it will be much more likely that he's going to face quick High Templars than that he's going to face anything else. But did he throw down a scan? Yeah, he did. He saw the Twilight.
Arthur's actually going to move out on the map, which is pretty bold.
I'm getting the feeling that maybe he wants to do something on 2 base, even though he keeps sending probes out like he wants to expand. I'd be happy.
Oh man, that is a bad day. probe's not going to stop and drop a Nexus. He's going to keep pushing forward. So it looks like Arthur might try to do something. Zealot's going to charge forward and pick off a handful of this bio. A couple of Marauders going to go down.
EMPs might land on all these Zealots. No EMP going down, but a couple of Zealots will fall. Scan going down. Archer has to be really careful. He's dropping a Robo right now. That's again doesn't give me the feeling he wants to go to a base. Now he's probably going to drop the Nexus immediately. You know, this is not an impossible position to fight from, even though he's kind of down in upgrades and he's facing double engineering bay while he's on a single forge. You know, it's something that I still feel he could potentially work with. And we've seen aLive before. aLive can be ahead in this matchup. They not necessarily win. First knows all about it.
Floating factory, he's going to get shot down.
There's no... oh my god, there's a sick warping over here. Did he see it with his pylon or something? He's going to be able to feedback one of these medevacs at least. Maybe this one, that would be an instant kill almost, with the cannon shooting it twice. Instead he's going to drop his third base. There are 2 High Templars over here. Feedback does land. So 1 or 2.
It's the same medevac twice.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But that sounds really weird. But it looks like it. Something what I do sometimes when a big fight starts, I feedback and then I see like there are 7 medevacs and I feedback 4 of them multiple times. Well, I sure as hell burned the hell out of those medevacs. And in the end of the day you don't kill anything. A lot of goals though, and I feel this is going to be extremely hard for R2 to survive. Maybe with Photon Overcharge and extremely good spread, but it's going to be so easy for aLive to kind of snipe them. 8 High Templars is a lot though. You know, there is definitely something you can do. Robotics Bay going down as well. If he just gets 1 Colossus out against this army, good snipes from the low ground.
Scan. This is that dance that we talk about, Templar versus Ghost. Where
right now it's kind of an unfair dance. This is like one guy has been dancing with Neo and the other guy has been dancing with Mr. Bitter. This is not fair.
Hey man, I got moves like Jagger.
That's your problem.
A couple of ghosts inside of a medevac.
Yep. He EMP'd himself. In the end, he does get the job done, but that was not flawless execution.
Brian goes right there. I got this ghost!
I want to see a game out of that.
Jumps out of the plane holding the grenade and it blows up in his hand.
That's pretty sick. But still, aLive is still in a pretty damn good position. Even though Army Supply is getting closer and closer. Where's that Colossus, man? That's I just want to see that EMP again. That was like... oh.
He tried to go Neo, but it's like the first jump where he jumps off the roof.
Couple of goals really exposed right now. They're getting swarmed by Zealous. That's an extremely good pickoff here for Arthur. At the same time, we do have a drop going down. No Photon Overcharge being casted. No High Templar to defend. This is the problem when you don't have any observers out on the map, by the way. I'm gonna still look at this main army.
Couple of storms going down, but nothing really connecting. Drop's been dealt with, and
you know, I still feel that Arthur is getting through this reasonably okay, man.
He's doing a good job. Yeah. He's done a really good job of responding to the drops. aLive trying to continue to frustrate Arthur with this aggression.
I agree. More ghosts coming in right now, but there are no High Templars. High Templars are very well, actually, I want to say very well spread out. We only have 3 remaining, so that means he might be forced to take fight. He has a crazy amount of Zealots though.
Can aLive just walk up into the natural? No. Oh no!
Here come High Templars! Storms!
Oh, huge storm on so much bio. Where are the rest of the Templar? One more time! And it's a good one. The bio of aLive is just going to disintegrate. 130 supply remains for Arthur. 120.
Very impressed.
Up here for aLive as Arthur may consider getting a little bit aggressive now. If we look at the income tab,
he's going to try to intercept some reinforcements. Look at all these ghosts in the middle of the map. He spots them with this 1 Zealot. That would be a massive pickoff. That's 4 ghosts. That's 4 out of 5 ghosts. That's 80% of the ghosts.
Soon to be dead ghosts. Drops still doing damage in the natural expansion. Ghosts do not manage to EMP the Templar. 1 Archon does end up taking.
Does he have he has a Python over here as well. I think he's just kind of ignoring this.
In the natural is just going to kill everything. The robotics bay is going to go down. The Nexus is going to fall.
I feel if he wants to win, he's going to have to win right now. Ooh, I thought maybe we could see some force fields, but there's no energy. Look how low HP this army is. So do we have medevacs?
Whoa,
only 2 of them.
High Templar! Oh my god, they're on move command and every High Templar dies. A single Archon going to be created. Is there enough here for Arthur? It's hard to say, man. It's so close. aLive defending with all that he has. SCV's now going to come off the line from both sides. That's a... what in the world?
Yeah, the other command center died, so I guess that's why, or lifted up. That's why. So all these SCVs are coming back. It seems like aLive sort of stabilized. He's going to try to drop this third base right now. So at the end of the day, Arthur lost his natural, aLive lost his third. Did he lose his third? No, he didn't lose his third.
It's going to be repaired, so... aLive saves his third, isn't mining there. Income tab shows us 33 probes to 49 SCVs, so economically aLive's in great shape. Supply-wise, it's 115 to 114. 65 army supply to 82.
Couple of units being sent forward, trying to pick up this Archon, which was forgotten, but the rest of the army is here. Still, I really like aLive's position right now, even when he decides to sacrifice his medevac. Or is this a scouting medevac? I think it's a scouting medevac. Well done, aLive. He sees his army, upgrades. It's 1-2 against 2-2 by now for aLive. This is a much stronger army for aLive, even though, you know, if he wouldn't have miscontrolled all those high Templars so badly.
Warp Prism goes down and the Storm's going to whiff. Good control by aLive.
Either side, in my opinion. Also, him dropping the Storm still in time. Could have just lost the high Templar. Force Field going down, crushing them with the Archon.
Oh, the next wave of Force Fields are great, though, trapping so much bio. aLive's going to pick up a few of those Marauders, but not all of those Marauders, and this push might be too much. aLive's final Marines and Marauders are going to fall. He's down to just 60 army supply, or 60 total supply, I should say. The army supply much lower, down to just 30 army supply.
Man, those Archons were worth their weight in gold. So sick how he crossed his own force fields and then dropped much better force fields and was able to pick up most of those units. One EMP and all these units could make him useless. Reinforcements trying to come in from the side, but there are enough Zealots. I just think there's no more DPS in the army of aLive.
This is it, man. aLive, his units are going to die as they pop out of these barracks. SCVs are going to be pulled, but they're not going to be much worth against these Archons.
I am blown away.
aLive can't make units. Arthur has salvaged this game. Good game gets called, and Arthur takes it 1-0.